Alright, got everything. I say that every single time, and then I keep on looking to make sure I have everything right after. It's if I didn't have everything. And I don't understand why I do that. It's like a habit. It's like, yeah, I got everything, but let me double check once more. That, I click that, I click that, I click that. You got everything for realsies. Hey, I got everything for realsies. I told you. Hold on. I've got to do like something groundbreaking real quick. Now it wants to fade. I was like, wait, why is it just suddenly coming back to my like big green? Isn't it supposed to like do some sort of effect? Turns out it did, and they're both enabled. I don't know why it does that, so it's funky. Oh well, I've done enough bantering. My name's Unscather. I'm back for another stream. How's it going, guys? Yesterday we continued working on Connect 4, and I wanted to continue because I keep on finding more bugs in the code, or something's not working as it's supposed to. I'm like, that seems a little strange. Maybe we'll fix it today. Maybe we'll figure it out today. We're not gonna figure it out. We're gonna try our best though. I just realized I have like one cough drop left. If I cough a shit ton today, let's switch to the code. And I have my nifty little developer tool open. Let's talk about what's going on. The current website doesn't have any bot functionality because I haven't uploaded it yet. I want to make sure that we get it to a stable point, which right now it just feels very unstable. Technically, I could upload it as is if you guys wanted to try it out and like deal with the funky aftermath of it all. But that's just a playground for you to explore with. Like, oh, it just won. I was like, why did it not go for my point there? And I feel like I can't even normally test this all the way through because I usually make a mistake in one of my plays, or something else just happens to prevent me from getting a full test. Yeah. Gave me the win. And I feel like that's something I'm probably gonna have to account for later on, once we get everything else figured out. Yeah, I'm just gonna stop it now so it doesn't. There's a piece above it as well. I'll go ahead and take care of. Broke. And we're back to this again. This was a bug from yesterday. Really? I plus counter right plus 1. It says that the intermediate value is undefined. It doesn't specify what the intermediate value is, which makes it a bit more complex. I got confused. I don't even know how to even begin approaching. Because anytime I see this, or not, I'm not gonna say anytime, but anytime I look this up, it always tells me, oh, just add a semicolon, everything will be all right. And where do I even add it? I'm in a conditional statement. Maybe I take these out and compute these differently if we're going to the conditional statement. I don't know. But right now it's just very strange. There's a lot of parentheses being used, but it's legitimate. Grouping is important. But I will go ahead and Make sure nothing significant pops up. I'm going to note down the pattern today. I'm going to recreate the exact step that causes the application. So I placed it on the first row. And we need our array to be a pieces array. And this is just a temporary. Construction. We're at the point where we can reconstruct this and test for it again. And as long as this works, which I'm going to cause it to fail purposely, then we're good to go. So I'm going to set it up to where... I'm actually going to set it up to where we get to play next. So it's going to start like that. And then... I'm going to purposely set it to where we initialize the game. Should be... here. I know how to write comment. It doesn't want to draw the pieces, but you know what? I'm not going to worry about that. We got what we came here for, which is a reproduced bug. I'm okay with that. So we know that it's actually working. It's just the pieces haven't been drawn manually. So I plus counter right minus 1 is going to be equal to 0. So right now we're at the second column index. Right? Yeah. I plus counter right minus 1 is going to be equal to 0. Why do we have minus 1 still? I thought we changed this to plus. That actually might explain why this is failing. But we'll keep on going anyways. We have I plus 0. So 1 plus 0 plus 1 is going to be 2. Okay. Which it does have a piece there. It should. But we still have it set equal to row index instead of a greater than or less than check. Okay, we haven't fixed that yet. That would make sense. I'm wondering, like, did we not figure this out yesterday? Did I not save something? Or I thought we were doing just fine. Okay, I digress. Let's continue. Okay. I'm just gonna keep on going until we know what number we get. So I is 1. I is still 1. Oh, because it's going through its full check. Understandable. Oh, counter right is continuously counting up. That's why. Hmm. 0, 1. What piece are we looking at? That's actually important to know as well. Okay, we're looking at the human player right now. And from where we're at, direction is continuously going to the right. Counter right of 5, which seems a bit strange to me. It would go that high. We have I is equal to 1. Run some tests. Oh, wrong. Why? The initial question to start with is why do we have, first of all, counter left being ignored when there is no piece there? Oh, because that's a human player, so that makes sense. We're looking for the human player. And then okay. We do have to check to make sure that the player matches. So we're looking at I1, which is 0, is equal to the player. Okay, that makes sense. That works. Oh no, we do have the greater than or equal to. We just don't have the piece here specified to the condition of row index. We did change it for the left side approach. Do I have duplicate logic? Wait a second. Yeah, these two are the same. That's, okay. That's interesting. Yeah, they're the same. And we can further condense that and see what the consequences of that. Because I think from what we tried to write last time, from yesterday, was overwritten because I couldn't figure something out. And, or rather, there was an issue going on I couldn't figure out before, to where we tried to overwrite it. So that would make sense. Okay. So I plus counter right, -1, +1, we'll get to that soon, because I want to make sure that there's nothing else causing the issue. Column size is 7. Since we're at I is equal to 1, we should not be accepting the piece to the right. The immediate reason that it's not the same piece. Right now, 1, 1. Oh, except for we're looking at the column above. Yeah, okay. We should only be focused by going to the left, which we don't see anything on the same level, so that makes sense. And then we see that the left above is empty. So we just placed our piece down, so there's actually a piece there. Okay, I understand now. I'm on the same level. So it can't go to the left because it's not tall enough, and then it has to go twice to the right. Okay, I think I'm caught up now. So we look and see that we have a 0, second index position. Okay. Is equal to player, which is correct. And then we also make sure that I plus counter right plus 1 at the row index that we're looking at. Oh, why do we have it greater than or equal to? Because that's always going to guarantee it could be 1 or 0, which is actually an issue. Yeah, because right there it's 0, and that's that's definitely going to cause the issue. Ah, I see now. First, let's take care of this, and then let's take care of this. We want the piece value to be the same. Yes, because we have two different scenarios. After we do our initial check that a column value is legitimate, we then determine that. And also, now that I think about it, it's impossible for this to be 0. I'm gonna leave it at anyways, but yeah, that's not possible. Let's see. First, we check that the row index has the same length that we're looking for. So we're on the same row index. Okay. The reason why we do this is because we want to make sure that there is no piece on top. So it's a free piece that we can place in that current spot, but it's not low enough to where it will sink further down than where we need it to be. So that makes sense. And then so that's for free space. All of this is for a piece that has already been there in the same row. So we're going to double check and make sure that it's the correct piece. So, yeah, we make sure that the piece is greater than or equal to row index, because we're looking at the length specifically. It's 1 less than where it should be. Which I feel like these are mixed up then. Because if we look at the length, this is the first half of it. Ah, okay. This is what I was saying was the same logic. What the heck did I do? It feels weird. I'm awake right now, and I'm able to fully think about this. I'm confused because I don't understand why this logic is as is. And I remember the inspiration for it is determining where on the board we're looking at. How high up are we looking at? And I think that's where the inspiration for this being a bit lower than anticipated comes into play. So I will actually go back to here. I want to see what's going on with this, because we have a length of 2 for the column. I'm changing a shit ton of stuff in a row, which is probably going to bite me in the ass. You should always just... a good practice for coding is change one thing at a time and then test it, make sure it works accurately before moving on to the next. That way you're able to debug what specifically is the problem. I'm not doing that because I'm dumb. But when I look at this, I notice that this length, pieces that we're going to look at, it doesn't matter which one we look at immediately, as long as we can understand that row index is equal to 1. Why is row index equal to... Row index is the pieces at I length minus 1, which means that's going to be the first index, aka the second row that we look at. That makes sense. Okay, that makes a bit more sense now. And when we compare exactly to the row index, that means we're exactly on the first row. Okay. But when we take the length of this, We see it's the length of 2. But we're also looking at I plus counter right plus 1, which is the second index position for the columns, which has a length of 3. We have a length of 3, and we want that to at least be the length of the row index. That makes sense. But if we know that it is a length of 1 minus, or the current row expectancy minus 1, then we know that that's where we're aiming for. So this length would ideally be row index minus 1. So that would mean, I know we can't see it right now, but we have 3 pieces right now. We would only want 1 piece right here. And that tells us that this is an open space. Okay, I understand that now. So we're going to change this row index as well. Yeah, no, we're just going to change the row index. The row index minus 1. Because again, we're currently at 1 for row index. And we need it to only have a piece on the initial row, the 0th row index. Okay. That makes sense. Or, what this tells us, and we'll do the same change to the left. This tells us that, okay, you're not going to be completely underneath, but you at least have the same level that we're looking for. Right? So I'm going to go ahead and add whatever we need to get to that current level. So we take I plus counter right plus 1, which is equal to 2. We're looking at the second column index still. And we see it's a length of 3. Okay, well, it's a total length of 3. We have row index of 1. So as long as it's at least a length of 2, then we're good to go. Which this is a length of 2, at least. This is fine. That's actually fine. And then the rest, we have it set up properly. So I'll leave it at that. And then, or at least we'll come to this next. A bit more. Going back to the left. Within the parentheses, we're specifically checking for this property here to ensure that the current row has a piece there already. So, that is correct. The exact same thing we have here, just altered for left. Okay. Now, we just need to double check this one is correct, which just follows the initial one as well. So we do row index minus 1 instead of just row index. But we want to make sure it's specifically equal to, rather than greater than or equal to. And if we think about that, let's revisit that idea. We want to make sure the exact row position has an empty space. If it's anything below that, we don't care about it. If it's anything above it, then it already has been occupied. So I think that works better. And I am going to do one more thing. It's going to make the code unnecessarily longer, but for a benefit. So I'm going to say const is row is space taken left. I'm going to call it that. Checks if the is space available. I want to call it immediately available, but we'll keep it a bit condensed. Immediate spots to the left of the piece is available to take. Do that, and then we replace it with that. And this whole thing going to put into its own spot as well. So is space available left is piece is left piece same. if the immediate left piece is the same. I think that's going to help us to read this a bit more and understand what is influencing the whole decision-making process. We'll do that, and then we'll do the same for right. So const is space available right. And again, if I had this down to a T, I'd be able to... I'm just going to copy it here, actually. I'd be able to do this without having to write comments. I benefit from writing comments for later checks, because this is a bit more complex than I would like it to be, but it might, for now, just be the necessary step to do so. So I'm going to put that right there. We're going to replace this with is space double right. Then we're going to const is right piece. I'm gonna get rid of this comment here. Yeah, that's much better. I'll put it to where it was before. I think that's better organized. One more row as well, like so. I like that. Let me do this beautiful piece right here. Like so. So, with this, we have everything on the same line. A bit more readable. And hopefully working as we anticipate it to. I just now realized that we don't have any counter check for the right side, which makes sense. We don't need there to be one. So if we are somehow in a place where the column doesn't exist where we need to be, something's wrong. So I could use the same logic to get rid of this, so that we only count to the right. Yeah, I think I like that. Okay. I'm scared, but let's test it. Yeah, so we're gonna be right there. It's gonna break again. It's not gonna debug. That's because I forgot to set the debug. Let's check that the same problem's happening at the exact same location. Specifically, that's on line 38. So is space available right is what the killer is. Okay. So now we've isolated the problem to the specific variable that we're testing against. So we know that the pieces at I is equal to 6. 6 plus 0 plus 1 does not exist. Why are we going inside? Ah, you know what the problem is? We don't do the check initial to this first line. Which means that's gonna fail. That's not as bad to fix. It's all we have to do. I'm gonna do it for the left as well, because it's gonna happen on the left. Is a check to make sure that we can still go inside this. The consequence of this, however, is we have this direction set. I could just do this. But I don't like that. Because now we have unnecessary logic that we can compound the same direction equal right to in two different locations. I guess what I could do instead, if or see if this actually works for us or not. What I'm going to do is do a separate check to see where the direction is. Then we'll write a ternary conditional statement. Then change the direction for us. So are we outside the space that we can't be? All right, change it for us. We don't worry about that inside. And that will prevent this from failing. That should prevent us from failing. Then I'll write a continue in the case that it fails both conditions, which it shouldn't. But we'll play on the safe side there. See if that works. Zeno, welcome on in. Congrats on first, my dude. And the hydrate. How are you doing, man? Thank you much for making me shut the fuck up for 3 minutes. So I had an issue. I caught a bug and I reproduced it by initializing the array to a set amount of values rather than starting from a fresh game to reproduce the issue. Consequence of this was the pieces were not rendered. I don't have logic to automatically render what's not yet loaded on the board. So that's why they were floating. But the pieces were still there. They knew what they were doing. That's why. Hey, I'm glad you're doing good, my dude. Alright. While we were gone, I cheered because we figured out the logic necessary to fix the bug. So I turned that off. And then, there's a couple of things I want to do. Right now, I've set the limit bounds to here. And then once it hits the limit bound, we're going to change the direction. And I thought it's a little bit strange to put it. I don't want to set the direction in multiple places when we don't have to, but this might work the best. It's the most readable considering the current setup, I think. So hopefully it works well for us. Because right now we're still getting horizontals ignored. This would explain why we were going inside of this when we should have not been. Let's see, I is equal to 3, which makes sense. We are currently player human. So okay, we do skip it. That's good. Let me check for these two, which they're both false. Interesting enough. That should be true because counter left is 0. We're looking at position 2. Why is it 0? Row index is equal to 0 minus 1. And that checks the immediate spot to left side piece available is available to take. So I was wrong. This has to be exactly as is. Logically, it doesn't make sense to me, but I guess that's just how it has to be. And then we know this one also has a length. Right? It has a length of 0. I keep on forgetting we already calculate the proper row index. And I think that's why I get a little confused. We can't check -1 actually. So that is correct. What if I put in a hard check scenario to where I say of this whole thing is equal to 0. But then we have let's have a scenario where we have one piece down. Let's say we go to this array instead. And we have one piece there. So it's a length of 1. Row index is currently set to 1. But then that would be equal to 0. I'm gonna get rid of that. And then we have is left piece same, relying on a similar battle logic, but it should be +1 rather than -1. Okay, we'll just test it one piece at a time. Now we are going for first index, or first row, or column index. I tire myself out so much by trying to say column index. Okay, 2, 1, 1. True. This will be false. Now this is false, but it's set as true. We're at 2 minus 1 minus 1. We're at 0. Okay, actually it is true. So that's good. Now we check that we're gonna crash. We check that I minus counter left minus 1. Oh, that needs to be an and. Okay. Okay, here's your Boolean logic fact of the day. When you negate an and statement, it becomes a nor statement. So for this to not be true, either this has to be false or this has to be false. I'm gonna finish this up either way, but yeah, we're gonna have an error. And that tells us exactly the same issue we've been getting before. Out of bounds. We got that figured out though. That's pretty nifty. Same thing again. I'm gonna get rid of the handle hover, which I'm just getting sick of that warning. I'll have to figure it out soon. I is 2. Counter left is 1. So now we should be able to go inside, which we do. Some. And apparently counter. Oh. I figured out an error. As long as this is true at any time, regardless of what direction we're going, it's going to be enough of a trigger. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. For some reason, it gives us a score of 1. Oh, I have to rebalance the score system. Yeah. So this is where it gets unnecessarily complex. Unneedlessly. We manually type in the direction. That will take care of the issue. Now we specify what direction are we going, and that will protect us. Okay, don't debug it. That's fine. I have figured out a new issue. Right now, it should have a score of 1 at the first index and the 4th index of the row. However, it's given me a score of 1 and 1 at where the pieces are. The reason why that happens, it makes sense. We're checking for the score based on the original starting position of the piece rather than where the pieces should be placed. Score. So we know the issue. Question is, how do we want to fix it? Jeffy, welcome on in. How's it going, my dude? The issue is me. God fucking damn it. Now you're thinking like a streamer. You're thinking like a streamer. How's it going? If you always were positive, then you started streaming and now you're like all this like, the fuck, man? This world! Just woke up. That's fair. You've always been this dark, I just never share my darkness. I was about to say, it's showing a new side of you then. Welcome to the world of pessimism. Even though you're already there. How I do? What the fuck, Tiffy? That's all good. Hey, you're showing who you are, and that's I think a great thing. That's always a great thing. God. Anyways, yeah, we're doing code shit again. I'm actually more tired, or not tired today. Though I might go and grab myself an energy drink. You know what? I'm kind of thirsty for one. I'll do this first. If you came in at a great time, we have a fucking bug. Though it's not a bug, it's a feature. It's actually working as it's intended. I just told it the wrong instructions. So, nerd shit. You know how all right. I'm gonna give like a very basic overview of AI. You know how AI works? It will do things you want to when you reward it, and then it will do things you don't want it to do when you punish it. That's what we're trying to do in a very simple sense. Except for we're not going to punish, we're only going to reward. To reward, we assign a column by its index or by its position a value. We want the highest number of value possible. If it has multiple with the same highest number possible, we choose one randomly. It doesn't matter which one. So that works, but my smart ass decided to make it work on the direct pieces instead of the pieces it needs to be placed at. So I'm working with that. Could make it. Trying to think how this would work. Hopefully that makes sense, by the way. Because I try to condense the explanation on Coacher. It's like giving a kid a Reese's Pieces peanut butter cup as a reward for doing their homework, or as a punishment for skipping school when they're allergic to the peanut. Don't actually do that. It's actually trying to kill your kid. Okay. Unless it's the spawn of Satan or something evil. That's its whole own moral dilemma. Dilemma. I'm gonna shut up now. Two things we can do. We can adjust the code to instead look for the pieces that will be from, or we can change the positioning based on the score we get. Actually, I thought the second one was going to be a lot easier, but it's a lot harder to tell why it was rewarded. Was it a vertical position? Was it a horizontal position? Sure, we can slap on a nifty little secondary object which tells us what we're doing, but it just sounds needlessly complex. So we're just gonna try the first option. I'm gonna start from here. We're gonna consider the row that we can place on, and then we're going to compare against. I don't think that's actually too bad. This is the cakewalk we need to check against. So I'm gonna place one right here. we're free to play. And it should have nothing for itself. We're just gonna skip through all the eyes there. We're gonna go back to the human player, which it checks after. And then it's going to check then. Is it a player piece where we're exactly at? This is the problem. You got the Pokemon card you wanted? Share Tiffy, what'd you get? What'd you get? Wait, are you playing the Pokemon TCG app? Ooh, Tiffy had me. What card did you get? I wanted the cute electric wannabe Pikachu. Wait, Mimikyu? Wait, which one is that? You know what, since we're here, We'll do a poll. We'll do dog. Hachirisu? What? What was that one? Can't see? I gotcha. I need to like yeah, it's gonna be hard because it's a hold on. I'll make it easy. Come on, adjust. Wait, hold on. Haha! I've lowered the brightness of the screen. I have figured out the secrets, corporations. Did I say fat raccoon? What? Fat? Pan rotom. God censored light. Oh, that's for my monitor. Hold on. Oh shit. I have a secret. Haha, now you see my OBS. You've fallen for my trap. You guys see yourselves. The cute electric squirrel. Ooh, I don't even know if I have that or not. It's kind of cute. It's like a fan. You can plug it into your monitor. Do we though? Wait, what was the question? Oh! I got a giant cape. Oh, what does it do? The Pokemon this card is attached to gets 20 HP. Oh, that's huge. So you can attach items now? Oh. If we could see each other? Oh, yeah, no. Like, you can kind of see the black portion of the OBS. I'm just getting tired. There you go. It might be a bit easier to see now. Yeah. Like right there. There we go. That's me. There's my phone. All right, let's go to the next one. Weasel. Eevee! No, Skarmory. I like Skarmory, but not too much. I just remember him from remember it from Pokemon Go. Yay! I got a giant cape. That's new. I've only collected 1,486 cards. Register. Number 82, baby, or 86. I don't remember which one. Anyways, that's my poll. Tiffy, I'm gonna add you. I'm also gonna finish my daily real quick. Sent you an image on Discord of the Pokemons. Ooh. I'm gonna share it on screen. Oh, this little thing. Okay. Okay. Let me get it up. This little fella. Okay. The chipmunk squirrel. Pikachu. I don't even think I have him, especially the EX. I don't even have the normal version. Oh, I have to, okay. Oh, there it is. You beat me to it. I really want to find someone to trade with. Because I haven't tried it yet, but it's so expensive to trade. And you can't even trade for the highest quality stuff. Jesus, level 29 already? My gosh. I shouldn't say anything. I'm 26. I sent you a request. So I'm exposing you live on stream, Tiffy. Back to the code, baby. Started when it first opened. That's dedication. Okay. But we were saying though that this is the current issue. This is what we have to change to determine the horizontal strategy. So we need to consider I greater than 0 is I less than the column size minus 1. And then... Oh, okay. So game properties.pieces at I minus 1 row index is equal to player. So we're checking to see that there's a piece to the side that is the same piece as the player. This is actually fine. This is fine as is. We just need to add to it. I'm like thinking about this like really hard. Very hard. We have the condition where checking the piece before it. Make sure that it is also a same player card. If there's nothing there, then I get why we don't have to check for it. We're looking for adjacent pieces. Let's look at it live. So I is equal to 1, right? I is equal to 0. We don't have anything at 0, so that's going to skip. Then I is equal to 1. We have a piece to the right of it, which qualifies. But we're specifically looking at the row index, which is set to -1? Why is it set to -1? Ah! Okay, it's gonna skip because there's nothing there. If I put a maximum, between this value, which is currently -1, and 0, that help it. Or would it be better to leave this as row index plus 1? If it looks at 2, we want to go above it because there's always a piece below it. We'll want row index plus 1. I see now. We're not trying to equal, we're trying to go above. What does that mean for the pieces below it, though? We use row index in quite a few places, right? We check to see if there's space available left. You know what? Fuck it. Let's try it. Let's add +1 and +1 there. See if it helps. Go ahead and skip this round. There should be nothing, which does have nothing. That's good. It immediately attacks on the right side, though. Not a fan of it exactly, but we'll use it still. So block 0, 1, 2. Technically, this should go in because there. Just kidding. 5 and 6. 0. Now should have something there. We have row index is -1 + 1 is equal to 0. Is equal to the player at 2. Yeah. 0. Player is currently 0. We should be able to go in. We do. Okay. I -0 -1. 0 is less than 0. I don't like that. Oh, no, never mind. We're fine. Both of these are false because there's no piece right there. There's no piece to the... So maybe the I... or the column index needs to be increased by 1 for the initial check. Might have to be how it goes, because that should be returning a true. Because the piece to the right of it is good. See, I -0 -1, -1, not exist. Row index is -1. Plan B, I want to get rid of this. I want to get rid of these. We're going to see how this works. Skip that real quick. Go to the right, that's fine. 0, 1. Two. Step in, as we should, because that's a red piece to the next of us. To the side of us. We're not going to step in because we're fine where we're at. Direction is equal to left. That's going to be false because we check whether or not there is a length. I is equal to 2 -0 -1. That might have to change to I minus counter left. Because we're starting in the immediate spot rather than spot to the side. That makes sense. Similarly, for the right, we get rid of for that reason. And we'll probably have to get rid of it from here as well. And there's a few different things we have to consider as well. First of all, is the row index fine? 2 -0 -1. You know that that's going to be greater than 0. Greater than or equal to 0, so that's fine. Then we determine the row index at 1, 0. Looking at pieces at column I, row 0. Which there's nothing there. Which is fine. We can pass that. So we're not going to hit this because there's nothing to the right from where we're repeat. Or piece at 2, 0 is equal to the player. So right now there's nothing. We want to consider this to row index +1 for where we started. Otherwise change everything else. Technically I +1, but yeah. That should work for the left side. If it does, then we can change the right side to be the same. Okay, skip. I'm gonna play it so that it has a gap. So that it has a gap. So that it has a gap. It's immediately considering the attack. I don't want that to happen. There's only one piece done. What if you electrocute the AI? Mark, welcome on in. How's it going, my dude? Is that part of the behavioral treatments we need to administer? Because I'm tempted now. I'm tempted. Dropping by before bed. Yeah, I getcha. Hope you had a good class, my dude. Hopefully, learned some fun stuff and got the game. I'm recreating my code because last time it was kind of working. It has some logical flaws. Now we're forcing it to have less logical flaws. This is weird. What? Why? Oh. I have an idea. What if we do const? Zero. F goes to F is equal to T. What? What? What does that symbolism mean? Is that a function? That's not a function, right? Oh, so F implies F is... Okay, that makes sense then. If false implies false, then it is correct in its assessment that the false implication will result in a false result. What you're just studying discrete math? Yeah, discrete math's fun. Have you gotten the proofs yet in discrete math? Those are fun. I've been for my job, I've been working a lot with discrete math proofs lately. Not yet. Do you know, you remember your proof by induction? I've been wanting to make a video, that reminds me. I've been wanting to make a math video. Well, huh? Don't worry about it. I'm gonna show you guys something fun. Well, you're probably gonna hate it, but I love it. I'm trying to think of like some classic math, discrete math. But there is one that I do enjoy. A complete tangent. You guys are probably gonna be bored by it. I don't care. I'm gonna do it anyways. It's a proof that the square root of 2 is irrational. I want to make a video where anyone, regardless of mathematic background, can understand it and why it is useful in today's world. First, I'm gonna Google some little stuff. What is a classic discrete math? Oh, yeah, for example, I won't scar you yet, Mark. I'll surprise you with the discrete. I'll let you. For example, you can assess that the product of two even numbers is comprised of two even numbers. Or, sorry, if a product of two numbers is even, then the two numbers are both even. Similarly, actually no, that's wrong, because you can have an even and an odd. What I meant to say is if the product of two numbers is odd, then the two numbers must both be odd. Fibonacci sequence? Are you talking about the non-recursive formula for that? Oh Jesus, that is a nightmare. All I remember from that is the square root of 5. That feels scary. As for your other math subjects, oh, what are you doing with the Fibonacci sequence? I'm scared. Anyways, that the square root of 2 is irrational proof. Oh, okay. So you're just learning the patterns of the... Which is very powerful. Because you can use this for... And this is how you learn about recursion. For programming. And all Fibonacci sequences is just applying a term to itself as a sum of the past two terms, excluding the base case of your first and second term. Pretty fun stuff. Yeah. Welcome to the ride. I'll do this one quick because I've practiced it a few times. You want to prove that the square root of 2 is irrational? Alright, assume it's rational. By definition, a rational number can be written as a over b, where a, b are integers, and b cannot be 0 because that's a fraction. Divided by 0 is not allowed. So, square root of 2 can be set E. And this is what's called a proof by contradiction. So this is, especially in discrete mathematics, this is a very powerful way of proving. You can't always use it, but in this scenario, if you know that, if you can prove the converse, or sorry, not the inverse, I think it is. This. I always forget there's inverse, converse, and contrapositive. I have to look it up each time which one's which. Okay, we're talking about the inverse. Shh. So we're assuming the other case, the opposite case. If we square both sides, we know that 2 is equal to a squared b squared. By multiplying both sides by e squared, 2b squared is equal to a squared. What this means is 2b squared is even. Why? Multiply anything by 2, and it becomes even. The only exception to this is 0 because 0 is neither odd nor even. However, b cannot be 0, so we're safe there. Additionally, when we multiply a number by an even number, it will be even. That must mean b squared is even. And because product is even, the two numbers for the product is even. So that also means b is even. All right. Got half of that. Oh, I forgot to mention one little thing, by the way. A over b has a GCD of 1. What that means is if you were to try to factor out anything from a or b, they don't have a common factor. You can't divide them by 2, you can't divide them by 3, etc., etc. So a over b is in its simplest form. You know the abbreviation for is that for GCD? GCD is pretty fun. Beth, welcome on in. You're just in time for a math lesson. For the hydrate and the stretch. How's it going? Yeah, that's good that you know that. There's some really interesting proofs you can have with GCD. Did one recently. I don't remember what happened. It was a bit more complex for... But it was proving, I think it was a sum of 2 fractions. I can't say anything to call it. But I love math proofs, weirdly enough. They're so beautiful, so elegant. Until they get very messy, and then no, I don't want anything to do with that. Keep that away with a 10-foot pole. Anyways, so since we know that b is an even number, we can choose some number, let's say k, within the integer set, where k is not equal to 0. Such that b is equal to 2k. We can do that, right? So we have a squared is equal to 2b squared, which is equal to 2 times a squared, which is... I forgot how this proof goes, actually. I'm like going through this, I'm like, wait, I missed a step somewhere. That's okay, we're gonna get to the end result anyways. It'll be pretty similar. Okay, we'll just go with it. It's slightly wrong, but the idea is still central. So we simplify this. 2 times 4k squared is equal to 8. 8 is a factor of 2, so 2 times 4. So this means that a squared is equal to 8a squared. You know math well? That's okay. My hope one day is to make a proof to where even you would be able to understand it, Tiffy. So people that don't really get math, I would explain the nitty gritty of it all and show why this is why this works. Anyways, by same process of last time, a is even. Why? 8k squared is even. Oh, I figured out my step. No, never mind. You never went past geometry? That's okay. I want to make it that simple. I'm going to make it so simple that you're going to be able to get it. Anyways, a divides 2, or 2 divides a. You write this correctly. 2 divides a, meaning that a can be divided by 2 to get another integer value, and b is divisible by 2 as well. So that is a contradiction. Why? We'd said earlier the GCD of a and b is 1. That means the fraction is in its simplest form. So for example, 3/5 is the simplest form fraction because both numbers are prime with no common factor whatsoever. But a over b is still an rational number when we divide something by 2. So this doesn't work. We can't use this. That means this has to be true instead. And boom, bada bing. Welcome to Bruce. Welcome in, Acid. Math major to the rescue. No, I fucked up on this proof because I can't remember. I screwed up in this step right here because I shouldn't have this 2 here. But we'll still take it for what it is. Why does this matter, by the way? And I'm gonna explain a little bit for that as well. I don't know, this is deviating from the code itself, but I love this. I exceptionally love this kind of stuff. I don't show it on stream. Rarely I show it on stream. Right now is one of those rare moments. Math is the bestest. Using everything I learned in math to flip burgers at optimal rate. Dude, you're getting as many burgers as you can on the surface of the grill. The circular pucks on a rectangular grill, you can optimize that with math. Did you drink and stretch? I sure did. Did you not see me? I'm gonna drink for my own cause anyways. But I have videographic evidence that I did. You didn't get to see my bulge today. Sucks to be you. Anyways, why do we care about rationality and irrationality of numbers? Let's take a history lesson. In olden times, we would count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? We keep on going up and up forever. Cool. That's the whole number set, or arguably the natural number set. Whole number includes 0. Where did 0 come from? The Egyptians. Egyptians gave a concept of numbers, of nothingness in math. What does 0 represent? Is 0 even real? Okay, I have cherry trees. I have them in my hands. You see, I have 0 cherry trees. That's where that comes from. So natural numbers to whole numbers. Okay, well, what about negative numbers? Why do negative numbers exist? Let's say they didn't, and we go about that. We can go into debt for something, right? Debts matter. So we expand the whole number system to include not just only whole numbers, but also negative versions of the whole numbers, excluding 0, because 0 is nothing. You can't take a negative of nothing. So negative, positive, all the way to infinity. But we also have decimals. What are decimals? Those are rational numbers, right? Well, somewhat. We're going to get into that soon, but we have portions. Let's say, for example, my cup. My cup holds 1 full glass of water. Well, it's not completely full, is it? No, I've drinking out of it, or I've not filled it up all the way. So it's only like, what, 6/10 of the way there? Maybe almost half? How do we represent that without using integers? We can't use an integer for that, can we? All right, that's where rational numbers come in. We take an integer in the top, and then we put an integer in the bottom. Ooh, mind blown. Okay, well, how is that useful to us? Well, money. Money is a good example for that. We don't want to pay a full dollar amount, or we only can pay a portion of a dollar amount, and that depends on the currency you use as well. For example, USD, we use fractions in our money. I know we don't want to think of it as fractions, but we do use fractions, believe it or not. And portions of sharing food, we don't want a whole pizza to ourselves. I mean, some of us do. I'm a fat ass. I like a full pizza. In one sitting, though, well, sometimes it depends on the pizza. I might get pizza later today, and I will talk about that then. But for now, part of a pizza is good. We're only going to take a part of the pizza. We like to share. So that's why fractions are really nice. That's a common place for where we use fractions. Okay, where the fuck does irrational numbers come from? Why do we care about that? Well, you might think to yourself, all right, first, are you guys into math? Do you guys care about math? Do you use it in your whole lives? Do you even use it in your work or anything? Why does it matter to you? It does. Well, we don't even think about it on the top of our head, or at least not consciously when we think about it. Irrational numbers are a good example of that. Why? Well, let's take a couple of good numbers. We all know about pi, right? 3.14, the approximate for that. So we think about pi as its own concept. Did you know pi is an irrational number? It has no end to its decimal. What do we use pi for? Well, circles. Circles are the basis of how do we determine how much of an area we have of a circle. Or maybe we go for a cylinder. We want to take the volume of a cylinder, right? Et cetera, et cetera. Surface area, bada boom, bada bing. Irrational numbers are beautiful for that. This is another good one. It's not as used these days. If you've heard of E, which is approximately 2.1718281828459045. Don't ask how I know that. But anyways, E is also very important for logarithms and exponentials. So that's more so math, but going back to pi, let's say we are getting pizza. You want to go to a store and they sell different sizes of pizza. You ever see the 14-inch pizzas, the 16-inch pizzas? That represents the full diameter of the pizza. What is the best bang for your buck? Well, you compare the prices, right? And you see, this one's 14 inches, this one's 16 inches. It's only 2 inches more, so it's relatively priced, right? No, you look at the area. The area tells you everything. How do you calculate that area? Rational numbers. You use pi. So, I'm going to teach you guys a trick. Rationale in these nuts, god damn it. You were fixing your lunch, that's fine. Have I seen my big fat Greek wedding? I have not. Is it related to this? You want me to give you pizza? I want to get pizza. I want to get Pizza Hut later. Irrational? Oh my god. That'd be a good e-girl title. Irrational. Your wives in chat want to share the pizza? Are you all my wives? Do I have a harem? I have to take math classes right now, so yeah. Yes, we are two waifus. Christ. Only irrational I have is in my mentality. That you also have rational. Make sure to use it. But throw him off, he's locked in though. Yeah, you're welcome for that. When it comes to math, I lock in. Here's the funny thing too. You guys use math every single day. You don't even think about it. And that's the beauty of it. You use it, whether or not you like to admit it, math is part of your daily life. Another great thing with it, you're more conscious of this. Reasoning. The reasoning skills you acquire from mathematics. The reason why math is so important, don't give a fuck about the numbers. You don't care about numbers. I know you. I see you behind that computer screen. I see what you're doing back there. Put that thing away. The reason why math is so important is because you develop critical thinking skills and problem solving skills. And that's the beauty of mathematics. You use that every single day, whether or not you use numbers. God, I love math. 3.141596 are the numbers of pi I have memorized or remembered. Beth, you actually beat me by 1. I only go to 9. I can't remember past that. I did not math before I buy pizza. My fat ass just buys the pizza. Alright, I'm going to teach you why that's important. I just go for the BOGOs for pizza? Hell yeah. I go, yes, 1 free pizza with purchase of pizza. I said, that's fair. But, is it worth it? Are you actually getting your money's worth? Does it matter at the same time? Because I know sometimes you don't even want the full quantity of it. You don't want to save it for later. And sometimes that's just not worth it. That's my new podcast name, Irrational. When you work with people, when you're like streaming yourself doing math acid, call it Irrational Girl. The explanation was giving me big comes from the Greek word vibes for my big Greek buddy. Actually, kind of like that, but not like that. Was I a fucking prude? What crack did you smoke this morning, and can I have some? Natural energy, believe it or not. I have not even a whisper of the energy you have right now. It's rare. I was talking about getting, oh, you know what actually changed it this morning? So, I was, getting up. I was trying to figure out what time it was. I awoke because I didn't have an alarm set. So, I was trying to find my phone, which had fell outside of my bed. It fell behind my bed. I ended up, instead of laying in bed for the usual 1 to 2 hours I do each morning, I got up immediately. So I'm going to say that might be why I'm so awake right now. I know a guy who memorized pi up to 69 until the 69. That's nice. Hell yeah. Do you want to be that guy, Mark? I want to say it's 3.1415962, but I'm not confident on the 2. I gotcha. Also, welcome in, Gamby. How's it going? Welcome to I have fucking energy right now. 3.1415926. Technically, if you rounded it, it would be a 3. But I will give you credit on the 2, Beth. That's actually correct for the given number. Nice. I also love cold pizza too. Tiffy, get the fuck out of here. Cold pizza. All right, here's my controversial take. Cold pizza, bite my ass. Okay, no. Hot pizza is much better than cold pizza. If you have refrigerated pizza, you need to reheat it. Cold pizza is so dry. And I like drier pizza, but completely dry is a turnoff. I'm gonna have to find a video of that scene for you. Please do, Beth. Send it to me. Instructions unclear. My Connect 5 has become Connect 6. Ambi, we can change that for you. I can make my game Connect 6 right now. I have a hard time remembering where I live. I feel that. I never think, like, sometimes I'm so conscious of where I live because spoiler, I've been sending out job applications again. But I always have to choose my city for that. I'm like, I already understand where I'm at, but just in a normal day, it's like, I don't even associate. Like, I disassociate so hard, just like where I live. Number dyslexia strikes again. Let's go. Is that what the 9-6 means in your name, Beth? Why couldn't you keep the emotes on my channel? VTuber. That's why. I did talk about this a while back. We'll go through the pizza talk here in a sec. But I wanted to quit affiliate on stream on Twitch. I don't want affiliate stats anymore. And that means I have to get rid of emotes anyways. Because I'm not making money from the site, first of all. I don't want people paying me. I don't want you guys to buy subs. I don't want you guys to buy donate in any shape or form. I tried to cancel my affiliate a couple of times. The last time I did it, I couldn't get my IP address to work. Because they have to, in order to send it to support, they have to get your IP address, which I think is just very strange. It may be a legitimate method, but it's just kind of weird. So I tried sending that to them. It didn't work. So I emailed them and they asked me to send it through. I thought was pretty sketchy. I held off of it again. And then, of course, you guys are going to get interrupted by ads unless you buy Turbo for Twitch. I haven't found a good ad block that I would recommend, so I don't want you guys to have to see those ads either. There's nothing I gain out of it. There's nothing you gain out of it. Pretty much a waste. So I thought about getting rid of my affiliate for a while, though. For over a year now. A lot of it is just laziness. I just don't get to it because I'm too lazy. Fuck off with my reheated pizza. That's what I like to hear. If you sprinkle, okay, here's the secret. Sprinkle some water on top of your pizza before you reheat it either in the oven or microwave, and you're gonna have a good time. That's how you get the good reheated pizza. You can even do it with the stove. I haven't tried with the stove before, but using the same trick with the water droplets on top, that's a beautiful pizza. Jobs? Yeah. Like, I still have a job, but that kind of job requires me to have, like, listings available. Right now, I don't have any listings I can do. So, that's why I'm even here in the first place. I was supposed to be working. I actually got a missed call, which... I'll listen to a voicemail real quick. Well, good news. Someone called me about a job. I need to call them later. It's more so like I sent an application. They already responded to it today, which I just sent today. This morning, I'm like, what? That's what I'll be doing after stream today. Yeah, I muted myself. Yeah. They're not gonna be able to get through my microphone anyways. So, yeah, we'll be fine. Nah, I'm not gonna call right now. I can call maybe in a bit when I'm taking a break or something. And then, call now, call now, call now, call now! Nah, we'll be fine. I'll do it in like an hour or so. Did I quit my other job? No. So, I'll get back to that in a sec. Don't worry about it. You can say that all you want. You can say that all you want. But I have... You're already jumping to conclusions. You're going way too head fast. Listen to me. So, my current job, I'm still working it. And even if I get this job, I'll still probably work this job a little bit. I'm not going to share exactly what I do, but it's related to like coding and stuff in mathematics. And it's just basically annotation and stuff. So that's just more so come first, come serve kind of thing. And I'll have my different pockets of that. I want to get back into the industry of software development because I haven't done that in a while. And it's something I'm passionate about. So I love coding. I will still keep on working this job. And if I don't get the other job, it's not the end of the world. But the recruiter I got the voicemail from, the reason why I'm not going to call him right now, I'll call him later. One, I'm not going to drop everything I do just for, it's like more so a get to know you kind of thing and learn more about the job, which I'd want my full PC for so I could do some research while I'm talking with them. And two, I've talked up with them before on a separate job aspect. So it's more so just an introductory get to know each other kind of thing. But here's one thing I did learn though. So it did remind me of something. I'll read chat first and then. Don't stretch yourself out too thin. Probably something with math. Don't want to go through burnout. This is exactly what I want to do right now. This kind of stuff where I'm talking about random math stuff, even though I should be talking about coding stuff. It's fine. We'll get to everything first. We'll get to everything eventually. Probably wears a pocket protector at work, but we want you to get that bread so you can buy us more pizza. Jesus Christ. Okay. I'm getting paid. I make a living. All right. I'm gonna continue doing all right. Why I'm not worried. But yeah, I'll get back to them eventually. If it's in the afternoon, because if they immediately expect me to drop everything and call them, if they're like, why'd you make us wait 3 hours for that? I'm gonna tell them to fuck off. That's not the job I'm gonna have. If they can't wait to be flexible around that, that's not the type of employer I want. That's not the type of environment I want. So it's a way for me to assess them as well. I know I'm a bit picky with that. I can be picky while I'm picky with them. I'm in a position where I can do that. Waifu monies? Are you guys actually my waifus now? Tiffy is dedicated to Gavin. So she's already someone's waifu. I would say waifu in name, but I don't feel they didn't see my my application though. Oh, have fun explaining that, Tiffy. Anyways, yeah, we're fine. If anything, I'll take a break within the next half hour to hour, and I'll give them a call then. But it'll take somewhere between 30 to 60 minutes to talk at most. Sometimes it's a 5-minute conversation. Yeah. I also want to stream because this is my motivation right now. Right, this exact second. And I can afford to be flexible. If it was something urgent to where I need to get off though, I'm definitely getting off. Or I'm putting you guys on BRB for like an hour. I got you, Tiffy. What you want to do? I don't know if it's a GIF or if it's a video or something. Press this plus sign, and then you add image. Find the location of your image through your files. You can also work for GIFs. Then it will display on this page. Or video through VLC video source. Or media source, rather, actually. You can also do an image slideshow or show to get that up and running, which is pretty cool. Yes, I know you said not right now, but fuck you, I'm doing it anyways. Anyways, let me teach you guys an important math. And also, I'm going to, I know I said irrational numbers are important, but I'm actually going to show an example where it's not. Even though it can be. I know these are not the scale, but fuck it. We're going to pretend it is. So let's say you had a 14-inch pizza, a 16-inch pizza, and an 18-inch pizza. The area of this is represented by pi r squared, so 196 pi, 256 pi, and 324 pi. We're going to ignore the pi's for now, because it's just going to be relational. Every one of them has a pi in them, so fuck it. We want to sell the 14-inch pizza, let's say for 12 bucks. Right. What are we going to put the other prices at? And how do we do it so that we encourage others to pay more money? I'm a king of crane games? I don't know about that. Oh, are you talking about Gavin? Is Gavin a king of crane games? Can I give you some of my hair? Beth, what the fuck? That's actually... You're talking about me going back to real life? You go back to real life too. Who the fuck asks? Who the fuck asks someone to give them their hair? I'll make you a wig, please. Why do you want me to have your hair? What the fuck? I'm gonna do math now. Various ratios, and we're gonna say 12 to 196, if I can draw this right, equals 14 to some value of x. I don't know why I'm doing 12. We're gonna do 196 to 12. Ah, yeah, I remember now. 96 to 96x by multiplying both sides by their counter-respective denominators equals 12 times 6. Calculator. 12 times 6 divided by 196. Then we get a product of 1567, which I'm gonna round up by cents. Do I love math and Skater? Yes. I love math. Love it so much you marry it? Marry math? Yes. I am legally married to mathematics. Except for I'm not going to accept all of it because fuck statistics, first of all. And, yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at that. Anyways. Let's get some prices on here. We're going to do 12 times 324 divided by 196. This price is going to be 1984. Despite only being a difference of 2 inches. Why do we have a difference of 368? And then I don't know what this is off the top of my head. 424. What? No, that's wrong. 416. Yeah. What do we have? 320, 368 and 416 as differentiators. Area. It's all about that area and the ratio. So, you ever go for a pizza? I know you guys don't want to care about the price. I know you guys will pay literally hundreds of dollars for a slice of pizza. A damn behemoths. But if you want to save money and you want to get your money's worth, math. Compare a 14-inch to a 16-inch, see what they're comparing it, and see what the unit price is, and see if you're getting ripped off. That's all it's about. Button-up shirt with the sleeves rolled up. Button-down shirt. What the fuck are you guys doing? I miss his hair that looks like you could run your fingers through it. You guys are getting... Okay. I'm putting my foot down. You guys are getting a little bit too creepy with that stuff. That hairy looks and dresses like my ex. So suave looking. I will take suave looking. I agree. It was suave looking. That's why he said give it to me. What the fuck is going on right now? I hope... Okay. Before I'm gonna work on this in the background. I will do it this once. I'm probably going to get rid of the redeem after, because I don't want to have to go to the other room to get a shirt and then put it on and then take it off. I'll probably keep it on, but it's going to be hot. Anyways, I'll go ahead and get it. I'll do it this once. I'll decide whether or not I'll do it again. But it has to be a redeem. I get to choose the price for the redeem. How many points do you have, Beth? You're fine, Tiffy. It's these little rapscallions that are causing the whole of it all. No, I'm making a redeem. Fuck you, Beth. Oh yeah, you're not gonna abuse it, because I'm gonna put a cooldown of 1 per stream. And I'm gonna be nice today. I know this is gonna be not nice, but there you go. It's been made. No, it's still 11:37 for me. I had breakfast today. I want an excuse to drive today, so I'll probably get some pizza from Pizza Hut. That's why I have pizza on the mind. I'm not telling you you'll make it out of reach. I could have made it for $1 million. See what Nep does. Buy me dinner first. I love you as a human though, Lamau. Brain went purr. What do you mean why Pizza Hut? Pizza Hut, it's good. Pizza Hut is my favorite chain pizza restaurant. It's not my favorite overall, but I think it's pretty good. Alright, anyways, you got what you wanted. Use it whenever you want. And we'll go from there.
Always me. Always me.
Pizza Hut is better than 7-Eleven though. I've never had 7-Eleven pizza. I've had this is pretty round anyways. I've had Casey's before. Casey's is pretty good. I'm not redeeming it after that voice. Let's be you then. trying to ask for a specific package when you get it all, and that's part of the full package. I don't give a fuck. That's your price to pay. Have I tried Marco's Pizza? I've never even heard of Marco's Pizza. Is it good? If he's saying don't do it. I've never had Casey's. I don't think that they have a Casey's near me. Yeah, it's more so Midwest and South. Casey's is actually not terrible pizza. It's one of my favorites. It's thin, but it feels... I don't know what the combination of ingredients is. It's good. I'm slowly just like waiting for the redeem to pop off, by the way. I'm just like, where so I can go up and grab this shirt. Is on down from the hospital and the pharmacists grab it for us sometimes. That's nice. I think that's pretty nice. My paint.net is updating right now. You know, I'll make a trade today. And now I set the redeem. If you guys give me like 10-15 minutes, I'll make a call to the recruiter. Then I'll put it on for free today. I'll do that as a gift for you guys. Yeah, I'm fine with it. I mean, I put it in. I'm okay with it. They do make a lot more than us, so it's fair. They can treat you then. I need to do things that will dox me if I show it on screen real quick. And then I'm gonna make that call. While I make it, I will grab the shirt. Eat your sandwich? Alright, sounds... Have a good sandwich! Need to find out what I should eat, and then I should eat so I can stream my not-so speedrun. Oh man, enjoy the process that is stream. How's streaming been for you, Tiffy? Have you been enjoying it? Currently trying to find the... No, this is like so fucking... In terms of like, I'm doing IRL stuff real quick. I want to stream, which is why I'm still doing this. I could just end stream here and just stream again when I'm free. I'm fine, but just fucking... Where is the one I'm looking for? Can I say whatever comes to mind? Honestly, that's the way you stream, though. So I feel that. Everyone can hear my voice? Hell yeah. Now we know what you sound like. Here's a pro bit of advice though. If you do call a recruiter back and you need to talk with them, you're not your leader to say, I don't remember what. You don't tell them that you played for hundreds of jobs. You just saw them and said, oh, yeah, I don't have that right in front of me. If you can give a recap of the position. Gotta say whatever comes to your mind. Like vibing with me? And I go, ew, it's Tiffy voice, mute stream. Yeah, you have like a small crisis about your own voice for a moment. It's like, oh, that's what I sound like, or I sound like that, huh? I feel that. I like, especially with my singing, sometimes I'll listen to it, I'm like, why do I sound like that? I hate it. Then you also have your moments just like, damn, that's what I sound like? That's pretty awesome. I have everyone else tell me if I'm super scuff. You better be, Tiffy. That's the way of the streamer. Jesus chicken is fucking delicious. Right. You guys, let me get the text on screen. You guys behave yourselves while I'm gone. I'm gonna make a call. It should be no more than 10 to 15 minutes, I'm hoping. If not, then yeah, we'll go from there. So I'll BRB, and then once I'm back, I'll be wearing the shirt. So there you go. BRB. I'm back. Quite quicker than I anticipated, but yeah. Oh, I'm already in frame. Fuck. But I was gonna leave it as a surprise, but it's on. Oh yeah, it was a fast call. I didn't get a response back, so I just left them a voice. No. Like, yeah, call me, and yeah. Nigga, this is nothing like really big. It's just more so, hey, let's introduce each other. Let's talk to each other to get to know each other. But nothing like big as like about the opportunity. So Thank you guys for talking about yourselves or amongst each other's. Tag? Oh. Yeah, it'll go fine though. It's not something I haven't done before, but usually when it comes to reviews or stuff like that, I haven't had like a proper interview in a long while. More so I just talk with either the recruiter, talk with people on the team, just never get past that stage. Then again, what I forgot to mention earlier is right where I roll up to sleep. I'm assuming you guys want to watch that, so I'll do that. I can get the microphone in a good place. Anyways, you guys are welcome for that. So, I haven't worked since when I debuted as a VTuber back in 2021. I worked for a month more, broke in the job, and I had the unfortunate realization of I don't. If you don't work continuously in your, it's a bit harder to find a job. If you ever want to switch jobs, keep on working your current job until you switch to the new one. Is the reality with that. You went around the recruiter for your current job? What does that even mean? Here's your open sleeve. That way, I can actually roll it up. I can't really get... I guess my arm's a bit thicker than I'm wanting. I can't get it up that far. Otherwise it just like folds awkwardly in itself. How far do I roll this up, by the way? It's like my... Oh. Oh, you mailed the director because the recruiter told you to? Or told you no? Oh. I just go to a shit ton of places, and I'm like, yeah, I'll get something soon. Amazing just the way you are, exactly. That's the motto. Jesus Christ, buttons are... Never figured it out as a kid, never figured it out as an adult. Also, because you're the one that made the redeem, Beth. Is that a good position for the sleeve? You want me to roll it down further, up further? I don't think I'm going up further. Alright, good luck, Tiffy. Get some good food. You have comments, but yes, that's good. This is what you paid for. This is what you get. You want more? Sucks to be you. I'm not putting it on my elbow. I could probably stop it before the... Not perfect. It's rolled up. A little bit of my bicep. Brain cell stopped working about 5 minutes ago. Okay, I'm assuming it went good then. It's good. Ooh, he. Serious. You can even see the muscles in there, which is pretty funny. Not that there's much there anyways, but you know, it could be a bit more defined. All right, well, I'll take that as a successful. I would unbutton more. But about taking it off, but if you can't make your own serotonin, buy it with channel points. Fuck. Alright, back to code. Actually, hold on. Let me finish paint on that. Back to code. I don't remember where we left off last time. I remember now. We were talking about the clause here that causes us to look at the wrong placement of the cells. So if we place it in the middle, it's always going to place to the left or to the right of us, which is not what we want. We need to make sure that the length of this is 2 or 2 less. Yeah, 2 less than the strategy. Though, now that I think about it, it should be greater than 1, but less than 1 minus the game-winning condition. That's why we were starting to make a for loop. Maybe we need to... Maybe you may need to... Made a for loop. See if there's any adjacent pieces that are in it for that current direction. So we'll say horizontal and player. I think that's what we need to do. Alexa played Down Bad by Taylor Swift. Jesus Christ. He has a song so Down Bad. I heard about, because yesterday was the Super Bowl, I heard Taylor Swift got booed. So that was a bit surprising, but I learned it was about the city, where the home city was, which is why. It's kind of about aliens. Let's get property. He gets random hate all the time. Yeah. I just heard it recently with the Super Bowl. I don't care about her. I don't know much about her, but I just thought that was interesting. Because I know she dated that football player that one time. He just played in that same area, and then he played and lost hella bad. 20 minutes you'll be eating tamales with refried beans. Trader Joe's tamales and Costco beans. Ooh. It was 22:40? Ah, okay. The Eagles won, right? Thought it was the Eagles. You know who you care about? Runs. You better fucking run. One of the commercials scarred you for life? Oh yeah, how were the commercials this year? I heard, was it Nike had their first commercial in like 20 some years on the Super Bowl? Oh, it was the Eagles? Alright. I don't care about either team. I know one of the people I play Marvel Rivals with lives in the area. So I know that town's gonna get trashed, or it was trashed. Do if keep at trying to think. This is And we want to make sure that the row, so we'll say if game properties dot piece I dot length is equal greater row just row. One commercial was like that people's heads were shaped like hats to be different genres, but they were fleshy. You saw in a barf, a fleshy cowboy hat and a fleshy wizard. What does, okay, I know you said fleshy was the big thing there. What does wizard mean? What genre of music is that? I'm gonna have therapy. Fantasy shows? That's not even a genre. Those silly little cricketers. It's so gross. I want to see it now. I want to see how fucked it is. Commit the current count. And then we'll choose the prior piece to be the current player piece. It's like Gandalf's hat, but skin. That sounds kind of cool, but in a fucked up way. Like, it would still be, it would be a qualifier for awful taste, but great execution. ATBGE. Subreddit on it's something you wouldn't want. I'm gonna open up on my other browser. Okay, one second. Oh, Jesus. Okay, I see what you mean now. It has 41 dislikes with 186. That's kind of hilarious. I can't hear it. I'm gonna keep it off for reasons, but what the fuck? The baby in the womb has the hat already? Cowboy hat? No hair. Oh, and a couple of the other kids have those are the wizard hats. They don't even look like full wizard hats. They just look like partial hats chopped off at the top. Wait, hold on. I couldn't tell the sweater that one of the boys was wearing looked like it had like a little flap cape behind it. I was like, is that part of the fucking skin too? It's just her back. I was scared for a second. Oh, okay. It's the pirates following them. They also were wearing hats on their hats. What the hell? And they become fucking wearing top hats on top of the wizard hat skin. Wearing like really fancy, like over the top booze and everything. What is this? He finally found his place. Oh, and the wizards are wearing the... oh, I see the full wizard spike at the back now. What? It looks like... Okay. In SFW time, it looks like a fucking penis. Like, with how it cuts off the skin, it goes inside a little bit and then comes back out. What the hell? Why did they have to make the wizard like that? They could have just made it complete skin going around, but no, they had to, like, have a little ring around it. Unnecessary ring. And he tips his skin hat? What the hell? Alright. What obsessed me the most with that is it's only 3 people with that condition. Everyone else just has like regular hats or like real hats. And it's just those 3. I know it's to emphasize the people being included. But they what the fuck? Yeah, I still don't know what the company is either. I can't tell what company that is. Imagine squeezing that out of your hoo-ha. I mean, I don't have to imagine it, but yeah, no. That's the only commercial that stuck with you. It gets a fold in the hat, but I guess can't. Yeah, I don't want to imagine it. It's just a penis hat. Just a penis hat. Another option has come up. Why are you talking about that? We're gonna use this to determine whether or not we have enough pieces. We're going to see if there's enough pieces in a row within the direction to consider having a strategy for it. Which we might have to do for the vertical drop as well. I know this works for the horizontal, and we can modify this to work for the diagonal. You can go with your dad to get a smog test in his car, and you can get breakfast with them. Ooh, what kind of breakfast would you get? Whoever said that commercial was a go was insane. It's today's time. It's what the people want, apparently. According to their delusions. You don't know? You're just gonna go and be like, alright, food's out there somewhere. Doesn't matter what it is, it's food. Honestly, that's a mood. I feel that. I feel that so hard. Alright, back to good. What we're looking at now is a way to figure out how many pieces in a row there are. And we're going to set a maximum. We're gonna set a I'm gonna set this as a max count. Current count to see what we have so far, and we're going to determine the prior piece is sufficient to the current length. So we're going to set max count. The only issue with this is we'll just have duplicate code. That's fine. And we'll just have max count with that. I don't know if this is going to be fine to do. But we'll try it for now. Because if we have a row condition where we have a set of 3 and a set of 2, it's going to count the 3 in place of the 2. And it's going to go against... well, actually, that's not even going to be a problem right now. It might be in the long run if we expand this further. But it's not a problem at this time, because that has a different scenario. But if we have 2 2s in a row, then that will be an issue. No, it won't be. It will not be. Okay, well, we'll run with that for now. He apparently was going to surprise you with chili cheese fries like 2 days ago. Even though you're allergic to beef and pork, he's like, it's fine, you can feel like shit, but you have no work anymore and you've been... Jesus. Alright, yeah, make you feel better by feeling like further shit. He didn't, though, because he was running late. Okay, well, there's always a chance. Today might be the chance. Heck yeah. I got a text message for the recruiter, so I'm off in 2 hours. Still, and for some reason. Got it figured out.
Hi guys, welcome to my.
I think we need a better way to do this actually, because this just has a one-dimensional check where I need to go through position from where the piece currently is. So I'll go direction and row index column. I'm gonna keep this for now. I'll get rid of it after. So, the goal is if we're checking a piece, we'll have another piece after it. That's the goal. We want to determine if there will be two pieces together to be able to do the strategy. Because I don't want to just be able to drop one piece and have it immediately surround me. Column size is not defined. Okay, that's fine. That's where it's going to happen. I see. I see. I think... I don't know. It's gonna have to go somewhere in here. But we've purposely set it up so that it... Oh, what if we decipher the direction of it and use that to our advantage? That actually helps. That actually helps a lot. I don't even have to do this then. I can just do it within the logic. Right. There's so much to think about. It's just like moving together. It's all... And... I feel like I just can't get it completely factored out. I can't completely... So... Now that I think about it, with how we have it set up now, I'm gonna say it's P single, or maybe alone. Yo, this is me for real. We'll try to do pieces at I minus... No, we can't do it here, actually. But we can have a general application to this. Ah, this is so hard. let's look at the logic. So we drop a piece down. We're gonna drop it right here. We're gonna go for player 1. We want to go for player 0. I did it too fast. Okay, I is equal to what? 0? I is equal to 1. We're gonna get to I is equal to 2. Works. While this is true, if direction is left, which it is, and I minus counter left minus 1 is equal to 0, which that will be. All that will, sorry, the opposite of that will be the pull from it, so we're continuing from there. We go into direction is equal to left, and we check for these two. We're gonna check both these conditions. We know that there is space available to the left. Maybe I will go ahead and still work with the with a custom function. Case action which case we're gonna say horizontal. Case vertical. And case diagonal. Default turn false. We'll work on the horizontal case for now. In it, we determine whether or not the pieces even exist, and if so, are they the same piece? So we're going to property dot at call index and go length. I'm gonna say const call let's put it on the outside just for one return statement. We're looking for the column length for before it and after it. So we got the current column index that we sent through. If this length is greater than or equal to call length, and this will be the first step of it. If this is true, meaning that there's enough pieces to potentially be there, and game properties pieces at call index 1 equals to game properties dot piece call index plus 1. And I forgot to put in the row index. Oh, sorry, current one. Or We'll just do the whole thing again, but with the one next to it. Like so. Then we return true. I should probably make this an enum. I'll keep it for now though, because cardinal direction shouldn't be altered. We'll do that there, and does piece contain adjacent? A horizontal row index will be row index, column index will be I. And you need to make sure that it happens in both scenarios. So it could be either space available right or is right piece same, and we have some sort of adjacent piece. However, we need to add one to this, and we need to subtract one to this, because the piece we're looking at directly is not the piece that's touching. I feel like that's going to cause a error to occur. We'll test it out though. We will test it out. No, we're already protected because we check that the I is greater than 0, and that will force it to be in front of 0. So that's legitimate. And then same case for the right. Yeah, I think that works. So now still doing it? Why? So we see direction is horizontal. Row index is 0, column index is 3. That's perfect. That's exactly what we want. Column length is 1. Then we check to see if the piece's length, column index minus 1, is at least column length that was selected. So that is a no. Okay, we're gonna get a break, which then returns false. Now we go to the right, which we should. Okay. We're gonna get is space available as true. We're gonna check this again. This time it returned true though. Why? So we have column index of 1. That is an issue. Why do we have a column index of 1? This will be a similar scenario for the one after it, to where 1 plus I, or I plus 1 will screw up. So that makes sense. Something that's missing from this. I guess we can pass one more parameter. So we'll go direction, and then I don't know if I want to say immediate direction or something for left, right. We already have directions, so Axis. We'll call it axis. And direction equal to left. To right. That's probably going to be off, but we'll test it anyways. Maybe that will help, but I didn't alter it yet. Let me do that now. Gonna skip because it's already gonna be false. Fine. Again. So now we check to see. I think I got them switched. No, but it still dropped. What? Okay. That's good. Okay. Now it returns true. So we're saying that if the one to the right of it is... Oh, no, they should be flip-flopped. Because we're trying to go to the left, but we see that the piece to the right of it is what we're trying to go from. Is that right? Oh, but for now, we'll go ahead and just do that. It's going to choose one at random. It's going to crash. That is because intermediate value has failed. Because we didn't, I thought we had protections in place, but we didn't have the proper protection. So that's understandable. What do we want to do with that? I want to see what piece that happens at. Because since we do a check right here, to make sure that the column index is legitimate, that probably tells me that column index is at 0. I'm gonna try to break it. Here we go. Broke on the second turn. -1. Weird. Why is it -1? Index comes from I plus 1 and I minus 1. I Maybe this does have to be an I plus 1 and an I minus 1. But I feel like that's also going to result in the same error. And the same... It's not going to help it. It's actually going to... It broke it again. 0 that time. Fuck! I had the proper checks for it. So I will... 0 and... For I, we want column index. And then call index less than game properties dot size. That should do the trick. Because we don't want, actually, don't want element X to be +1. Just subtract by 1. I think that should do it. Did pretty good for a little bit. And then it crashed at there. Oh, because I don't think I no, that's fine. Really? Alright. I have a proposition. I really want to figure this out on stream, but if I don't get it today, this is already my 3rd attempt. This is my 3rd day of trying to tackle this issue. Because we technically started on the first day with the... If I don't get the horizontal today, we were going to... I'll probably do it offline. More than likely... I was thinking about whether or not I would record it and upload it, but I don't think I'm going to. I will instead just try to figure it out and see what the heck's going on. And then... we'll continue from there. I'm actually stumped right now. I keep on trying to find like different solutions to go back to it, and a new problem emerges, and then there's cases we keep on forgetting in between here and there. I thought I already had taken care of. And to me, that's just starting to become a whole mess. A whole mess it does not need to be. So... I think one thing I need to change immediately. First of all, these directions. And right now I'd be able to kind of think about why they need to be the way they are, but then I just can't get a mental on it right now, which is kind of strange. Thank you for the hydrate, Ivy. Welcome on in. How's it going? Let's try that. I know we have the other problem where it's crashing, but that time it got it. It should go right here next. But it doesn't. We're back to square one again. It is... it is just not wanting to capture it. And that's because we are putting the check within the same line. And that's what's stopping it. I do know at least that it's because of that method. Why is there a redeem for a button-down shirt? That's a question for Beth. I think she brought it up before that I do it at some point, and she actually made it a redeem. Here I am. I don't know if I'm gonna keep it or not, but today is a special day, I guess. Some shit like. As Beth pushes, I look hot in one. I don't know if Ivy's gonna agree with that. For good reason, though. For good reason. But yeah, right now I'm just hope your day's going well. I'm just like, I want Pizza Hut still. I've been thinking about it since earlier. So if it's left, it can only go one way or another. Have a good lurk, Tiffy. That's all good. I thought you were, I was curious. I was like, I remember you used to do this when you worked, so I figured you'd be working right now. Have a good work, Ivy. And hopefully all goes well today. Yeah, I appreciate you swinging by and saying hi. It was for a good cause. It made me happy. Finish eating, speedrun time. Oh, Jesus. Oh, stream time then. Have a good stream, Tiffy. The not so fast speedrun. You have dropped so many things today, it's not going well. Alright. Your day's fucked, and you have those days. So if today's does not go well, maybe tomorrow will go better. And the day after that, day after that. Hang in there, Abby. You'll get it eventually. You ruined your Vans? Oh shit, okay. Are we talking about chemicals? Or are we talking about how bad is the damage? Oh jeez. Also, I think I'm gonna restart this. I'm gonna write pseudocode. Gray and black checkered Vans have a big brown stain now? Oh, Jesus. Can you not get the stain out? Does it not want to come out? That's actually so sad. I wish that'd be so easy to paint over, but shoes... I don't know how easy it is to do that. I feel for you, man. Tried to wash them when it happened, but it was like instantaneous and it still just didn't want to. Anyways, gotta go now. Have a good stream. All right, Ivy, best of luck on I don't know what you're gonna do with the shoes, but hopefully if you have to replace them, they're not that bad. Otherwise, good luck for the rest of the day. May it be more kind to you. Thanks for the stretch and stand. Looks on you guys. I'm wearing sweatpants still. Okay, so this was the original logic we went for. If the piece left of the current piece is the same, or the piece right of the current piece is the same, then we return true. That is the goal of this function, because we want the piece to be selected. To call this piece, we want to acknowledge what we're checking against. Go to the left and to the right. When we are going to the left direction, we want... I don't even know what we want, to be honest. Does piece contain adjacent? Going to the left direction. We check against the game properties pieces at I minus count left, which we start at 0 for. And then, because we're right on top, and that's supposed to be an empty spot. Whatever the pieces we're going to place on top for the current row. is determined when we start. We get that from the length of the row, so we're getting the piece on top. We also use this for the vertical check as well. Okay. And from the vertical check is where we check for row index equals player piece or row index minus. So that makes sense. No, it doesn't, because we had -1. Now this is off. I feel nap. Go take a nap. Get you some good rest. I think since we are approaching 3 hours, ideas are not flowing into me right now. So I think it's best to call it and come back to it another time. And I think it's best to go ahead and solve this on my own rather than try to get it on. Because this is one of those problems where I need to really figure out the full strategy of what to do. Because everything I'm trying is just not heading together. And anything I try to alter alters other functionality, which I don't want to do. Because now I'm even confused about this guy, because it's being used by vertical. Now may be broken. Yeah, I don't know if I'm doing an actual pizza time or not, but pizza time. I think I'm okay to admit defeat. That's okay. And this is the way of coding. You're gonna have defeats as well as successes. That's just part of the progress. So yeah, I'll announce on the Discord whether or not we continue. For now, leave it there today, and maybe I'll work on it independently today if I'm feeling up to it. Maybe I'll just keep it on and wait for another stream to try again. Maybe we'll have a different approach. Just to summarize what the current issue is and what needs to be done. We got to the point where I believe the full functionality was working correctly. It just detected the immediate strategy for a single piece rather than 2 pieces in a row. I needed to detect 2 pieces in a row, which is why we had the default. So I'll be working to see how we can. Yeah. Once we get that figured out, I think we're just that much closer. We'll then be good to start diagonals, which it's just a modification of the horizontal. We just make sure we increment vertical structure by 1 time rather than just it's very similar. It's very similar. Thank you for that. It's okay though. I think it's not a bad thing. We're stuck either. It's just the nature of these things. With that said and done, I think if he is streaming, she did say she'll be streaming, but I already rated her yesterday. See no one else online, we'll call it there. YouTube peeps, I still need to edit the first video, and then it should be back up, so you'll have the part 1 for the CPU. Otherwise, leave it there today. Thank you guys very much for swinging on by today, and yeah. It's supposed to be like a flex, but I'll decide if I want to keep this. I'll probably keep this shirt one because I have more shirts. It's just a small price to pay, and it works well because it's cold, so this warms me up. Yeah, thanks for swinging on by. All right, I guess next time. Bye.